Welcome to the Masquerade. Imagine this. You're trapped in a deadly televised dungeon where survival depends on your wits, your allies, and how entertaining you are to an audience that would happily watch you die. Slowly. Now imagine the dungeon throws a party. Masks, costumes, music, and behind every smiling face, absolute brutal violence. Welcome to The Butcher's Masquerade, Book 5 of Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman, where the gloves come off, the rules bend, and Carl learns that surviving the dungeon isn't just about killing monsters anymore. It's about outsmarting the system itself. Quick recap, where we are now. By the time we reach Book 5, Carl and Princess Donut are no longer clueless contestants. They're legends. The dungeon, run by alien overlords as a twisted reality show, has been chewing through humanity floor by floor. Contestants die in horrific ways, while viewers across the galaxy vote, gamble, and laugh. But Carl doesn't just survive. He disrupts. He breaks systems, he exposes loopholes, he inspires other crawlers to stop thinking like prey and start thinking like revolutionaries. And that scares the people in charge. Which brings us to the dungeon's most dangerous event yet, the Butcher's Masquerade, a party to die for. The core of this book revolves around a massive dungeon event called the Butcher's Masquerade. On the surface, it's a celebration, a carnival of violence where crawlers wear magical masks, gain strange new powers, and hunt powerful enemies called butchers. But beneath the glitter and chaos, this event serves a darker purpose. It's designed to thin the herd, to force crawlers to kill each other, and to remind everyone who's really in control. Think of it like being invited to a fancy costume ball, where the music never stops, and the exits are locked, and every guest is armed. Carl and Donut, fame, fear, and pressure. Carl and Donut enter the masquerade with massive expectations. They're fan favorites, sponsors love them, the audience watches their every move. But fame in the dungeon is a two-edged sword. The more popular you are, the more the dungeon targets you. New rules appear just for Carl, enemies get stronger, and the system constantly tries to push him into morally impossible choices. Meanwhile, Donut, still sharp, hilarious, and surprisingly wise, continues to evolve from comic relief into a true leader. She understands something Carl is still grappling with. Survival isn't enough anymore. Influence matters. Masks, powers, and twisted bargains. One of the most fascinating elements of this book is the mask system. Each crawler receives a magical mask that grants powerful abilities, but at a cost. Some masks boost strength, others manipulate minds, some rewrite how the dungeon sees you, but every mask comes with hidden consequences. It's a brilliant metaphor for power itself. The dungeon tempts crawlers with shortcuts. Wear this and you'll win. But what will it turn you into? Carl, being Carl, immediately starts looking for ways to exploit the masks without letting them control him, and that puts him on a collision course with the dungeon's architects. The Butchers, monsters with meaning. The Butchers aren't just boss fights. Each one represents something darker: control, cruelty, entertainment without empathy. They are symbols of the dungeon's philosophy. Suffering is content. Fighting them isn't just physical, it's psychological. Some butchers taunt, some manipulate, some force crawlers to relive trauma. And Carl begins to realize something terrifying. The dungeon doesn't just want bodies, it wants broken people. Alliances, betrayals, and shared pain. As the masquerade unfolds, alliances form and fracture. Old friends return, new enemies emerge, and not everyone who smiles behind a mask is who they seem. This book spends real time exploring trust. In a system designed to reward selfishness, is cooperation even possible? Carl struggles with leadership. Every decision he makes puts others at risk, and every death, especially the ones he can't prevent, leaves scars. This is where The Butcher's Masquerade hits harder than previous books. It's not just about survival stats anymore. It's about emotional cost. The audience, complicit and comfortable. One of the chilling parts of this book is the constant reminder that people are watching. Viewers cheer, they complain, they send gifts, and slowly Carl starts turning the audience against the dungeon itself. By refusing to play the role assigned to him, by showing empathy, rage, and humanity, Carl forces the galaxy to confront an uncomfortable truth. If you enjoy this, what does that say about you? The Masquerade becomes less of a game and more of a statement. Carl's breaking point and evolution. By the end of the book, Carl is changed. Not because he's stronger, not because he's richer or better equipped, but because he stopped believing the dungeon is unbeatable. He sees patterns, he sees fear in the system, and for the first time it feels like the people running the show are reacting, not controlling. The Masquerade was meant to crush rebellion. Instead, it ignited it. Core themes: what this book is really about. Beneath the humor, gore, and chaos, The Butcher's Masquerade explores some powerful ideas. Power always comes with a price. Entertainment without empathy becomes cruelty. Systems fear those who refuse to play by their rules. Hope is dangerous, but contagious. It asks a big question. What happens when the people being exploited stop performing and start resisting? Wrap up. Why this book matters. The Butcher's Masquerade is louder, darker, and more emotionally intense than any Dungeon Crawler Carl book before it. It's funny, it's brutal, and it's surprisingly thoughtful. If you love stories that mix action with heart, comedy with consequence, and rebellion with real cost, this book delivers. If this summary hooked you, and trust me, we only scratched the surface, then I highly recommend picking up The Butcher's Masquerade by Matt Dinniman on Amazon and experiencing the chaos firsthand. And if you're enjoying these daily audiobook-style summaries, stick around. We're here every day, breaking down books so you don't waste your money before knowing what a story is really about. Until next time, stay curious, stay rebellious, and remember, the dungeon is watching.